Welcome. So some of you might have already experienced some issues with more or less some XRP transactions and also with the Sum app. And I'm right now here to more or less clear up what exactly is not working here. So if we have a look at the XRP ledger LiveNet Explorer, we can see that the current ledgers there are quite a few transactions in there. And the reason for that is that the XRP ledger was more or less spammed a little bit, and when the XRP ledger is being spammed, it automatically escalates the fees it takes for a transaction. And if we have a look at any of these payments that happen here right now, you can see that the fees they're paying right now is about 0.01, so 100th XRP for one transaction. And that's why those go through right now. And because of this kind of spam, like I said, the XRP ledger escalates, then it's burning lots of XRP of people who are trying to spam the network. And it is supposed to go back to the normal state where it lowers the fees again. But for some reason, there seems to be some issues there, so don't worry. It won't take too long to fix that, or it might take a little bit, but don't worry too much. Like I said, don't start, like I said, making wild accusations and whatever. Just, I don't know, just keep cool. The system's running more or less right now. Just the fees were escalated by the network itself automatically, because like I said, it was spammed a lot. And because of this network fee escalation, most clients who used to submit transactions to the XRP ledger don't check what the current fee is. Some of them have it hard coded, so meaning that some transactions say, oh well, I'm going to pay 12 drops and it's it and nothing else. And that's more or less the problem here, because if you don't define the actual fee, then the network is going to respond with a kind of queue. And I'm here right now to show you that. So I prepared my two accounts here. I've got my xrpdev account here. So that's not, it's a normal xrpdev account. Right, so that's my main account. And I've got another account, the dev2 account. And what I will do is I'm going to send from my dev account to this account. And for that, I prepared a simple script. So I'm just going to be using all of that here. As you can see, my classic address, I'm going to be sending to this address. So I just have to define it here. And if I try it, I'm just going to go into the send payment method here. And if I'm going to try it with, wait a sec. No, I just have to change the part here. Right. So now I could, for example, just define here is fee 12 drops. So as fee, XRP currency amount dot off drops. Let's try with 12 drops. And if we try to submit it now, if we go back and try to now do the payment. So now I'm trying to send 1 XRP from my main account to the dev account. If I try the script now, you can see that, let's see, that it's going to try to submit. So that's what all of you do. And it's going to say, tell cannot queue. And the same thing happens if you try to submit a transaction using just a normal client here. If you try to send it to the dev2 using a Sum app, we will have the same result. No, let's just wait a few seconds. So it's loading. Okay. Oh, come on. Okay, great. Now we can just enter my password. Now it's verifying, and this will now take a longer time. And we'll see that it won't stop verifying, more or less. So we'll just keep waiting. Nothing will happen, more or less. And we can see here that right now transactions are being done. But if we have a look again, so it's verifying for a longer time. And then we will get the code that the tell cannot queue error code will occur. So at any point now, so we can see right now that only a few transactions get into the XRP ledger. So it's going to say tell cannot queue full. Right, so the queue is full, and like I said, this spamming list is going on, and all the transactions which are so the transactions with higher transaction fees are being now prioritized. So the network, like I said, escalated fees. That's another problem. And if we would, for example, try to change so if I'm going to try to send the payment again, but for example, define it as 100 drops, the transaction might go through. So I'm just going to try again sending the payment, and I'm going to define, like I said, that I'm going to send 100 XRP, and now we have till queued. So right now, the transaction was queued and it's going through in there. So now we can see that my balance will soon decrease. So now it's 19, and the transaction has gone through. So like I said, the XRP ledger is alive. It's completely working. But right now the issue is that the network automatically escalates the fees, meaning the people who try to send the transaction, so usually some I think uses 12 XRP, 12 drops as a default value, or I'm not sure, but I think so. And that's why, like I said, the network declines more or less and waits until the queue is empty enough again. The network automatically lowers the fees, and that's the reason why I have all these issues currently. So yeah, that's more or less it. Also, you can just use the XRPL client, use the fee, and use the open ledger fee. So you can use the drops, the open ledger fee, and it would be a little bit higher. So I'm just going to do another payment, and we have a look again at the next transaction I'm going to do here. Let's see. So so now I made another payment of 1 XRP. So not now, but the next one. So I already get the test success. So the transaction has gone through. And there it is. And if we check out how much XRP I paid, you can see that I paid right now 0.00574 XRP. And yeah, that's more or less everything I want to show you. That people who directly talk to the XRP ledger and set the fee a little bit higher, those transactions will nevertheless go through without a problem. But right now, like I said, so in many applications, also exchanges might use hard-coded 12 XRP without querying the actual amount the network runner wants from you. That's why the withdrawals might fail. So many exchanges will probably right now face some issues there. Also, you might wonder, why doesn't it work? Is the XRPL ledger that? No, it's not that. Like I said, it's completely working, and everything's more or less fine. But right now, there's just this this fee issue. The fees were escalated a lot, and that's why it's right now having issues. Yeah, that's more or less it. So I hope I was able to explain to you the complexities and why it's not working right now. So like I said, on all fronts, people working on fixing that. So rest assured, this won't take forever. Yeah, obviously be patient. Don't speculate too much on the XRPL ledger is not working anymore and stuff like that. It's more or less, yeah, obviously there are challenges. We're facing issues here, but it's important to, like I said, keep cool and see that, yeah, obviously it's not working fine right now, but the XRPL ledger is just normally closing ledgers working, and it's more or less just the applications which more or less we need to adapt until this issue is removed. Alright, so thanks for watching and see you in the next video.